think we're live. Let me see if this is pulling through real quick. Check the stream on my end. Turn this down a little bit. Put the stream up on my screen. Make sure we got audio. Cool. I think we are good to go. So yeah, we're gonna be stepping away from the other project that we've been working on for a little bit, and we're gonna be starting up with a new one. I actually got the model that we were working with yesterday working. So just give me a sec here. Alright, give me one sec. Alright, cool. So we're just waiting on this to finish loading real quick. It's pretty much done. But welcome to the stream if you're watching here. We're going to be creating a new project today, for editors and whatnot. This is actually going to be for a lot of editors or just content creators in general. So this tool is going to be really cool. I've worked on this a little bit on stream, but we'll be creating this. We'll be doing this a lot more now. All right, so let's jump in here. I gotta put myself on mute because it's probably got an echo in the stream. So yeah, we started working on this. Let me boot it up real fast. I'll change the name to V8 instead of V7, and it's gonna give us an error because we got it in here, V8. All right, so we'll just reboot Visual Studio Code. But either way, I did say before this is going to be for content creators in general, but this is going to speed up everybody's workflow, dude. And you could probably even sell this as a service. We can get it to a point where it's, working really well. So basically what I got right now is we're testing this all out locally. We'll have some sort of cloud model at some point because not everybody's PC is going to be as powerful as mine. But we have a tool that's going to give you the ability to create and clip your videos, but not only clip your videos, but also to add graphics and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pop on here, we're gonna load up the file. I'm not gonna do a massive amount of a demo right now because I'm sure you'll see it running in the background. But basically we got some options here, and we need to tweak some things because not everything works exactly as we want it to right now. But as you can see, you can do stuff like captions, hook text, you can choose the positioning and duration, CTA, fade, progress bar, zoom, all this cool stuff. But the section I want to start working on, and maybe you guys have some ideas for, is what would you want to see in your videos as far as graphics go? If you have anything in specific, or any additions that you think would be a good add-on to this tool, let me know. Because we're basically building a tool that can just edit the videos for you or whatever. But yeah, feel free to pop your head in the chat. Let me know what you're working on. If you got any suggestions for this, I'm all ears. Ask any questions, ask away. Yeah. doing something real quick on YouTube. Going for a like goal of, let's go for a like goal of 10 right now. Get 10 likes on this video. Going for a like goal of 10 likes. Have you liked the video yet? Alright, cool. And then we'll get back into this. And I'll just see, there's nothing in the chat yet, so just gonna assume that you guys are working on something or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, feel free to offer your insight. We got the model working from yesterday, so we're gonna actually start using that to code. It's actually really good. If you guys are using Claude to code or whatnot right now, you gotta be willing to give some of your data away to, the Chinese, of course. But this Qwen 3.6 preview is amazing for my testing. And plus, it's like practically free right now. So let's see what we can add in here. I'm gonna have this do some research, I think. I want you to research the web, thinking about successful creators from different styles of videos, and I want you to look at the different types of graphics that they're using. I want you to only look at videos that have high view counts, and think about some different tools that we can add into this one to make it better. Okay. And then let's put this on, let's see, orchestrator, ask mode. Maybe ask mode. I had some more options when I was working on my Mac yesterday. I can't remember what they were exactly. Let me make sure we're working on the right model, because we don't want Kilo Auto. We want this model. And then also, let's brainstorm this first for ideas before starting something. Alright. Boom. If it's going as fast as yesterday too, you're also going to see that this model is pretty quick. It's saying something about API keys, so maybe this can't access the web. Maybe we could have told it to use Google API or something. What are your thoughts about the Iran war? Well, I don't pay attention too much to politics too much. I think that it's increasing gas prices. I'm assuming that's probably where the increase in gas prices are coming from, which I'm not crazy about. But yeah, I only slightly follow that stuff, so I'm not really massively looking at it a lot. I'm sure I'd be looking at it more if the freaking... I'm in the U.S. right now. If the U.S. went yeah, we're going to draft you, I bet I'd probably be looking at it pretty heavy. What are your thoughts on the Iran war? What do you think, man? Man. Hopefully I'm saying that semi-correct. Yeah, what do you think about it, man? Alright, so let's read what this came up with because I'm curious on. Oh, yeah, I should have specified. I specified yesterday, but I forgot to specify like different platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and stuff like that. So it did a good job. It's looking at short content, creator style categories, talking head, Hermosi, yup. Very popular one, bold, high contrast text. Zoom cuts on emphasis words, emoji pop in, sync to keywords. They will draft soon. Dude, I hope not, man. I really hope not. I'm definitely not gonna be excited for that if that happens. But sometimes shit goes down. But what are you feeling, man? Are you nervous about it? What? And are you affected by it? Where you're from? Let's see. Bold, high contrast text, zoom cuts. Already has captions box, outline clean, zoom effects, progress bars, what's missing, word level, highlight animation, emoji, auto insertion, B-roll detection. Oh, that's true. We need to get some nice B-roll as well. Um, can you make me a document for this so I can remember all the stuff you said here later? Alright, let's see what this is. Enhanced prompt. I haven't even tried that, honestly. Maybe it's good. Not much to enhance here, so we'll just hit send. Yeah, what are you working on, by the way? Monet Man. I might just call you Man if that's okay. Monet Man or Man? What are you working on at the moment? Are you video editor? Are you vibe coder? What are you building? The whole world is affected by it. Why are you not using Google AI Studio? So Google AI Studio, let me see what they even got in there right now. I know Google got a new model. So maybe regarding looking up information you'll be talking about. But overall, I find Claude and actually this new what's it called? The new Qwen 3.6 Plus preview is actually really good. I mean, it comes with the sacrifice of giving up your data to China or whatever, but I'm not really concerned about that right now. I'm not putting any important keys in here or anything right at the moment. So maybe once we start doing that stuff, might be better to go use Claude or something. But right now I'm just using OpenRouter and I'm using the Quen model, but it might be more proficient to use Google for this because obviously it keeps coming back with some errors. But I was literally just trying to create a text document, so I'm not really sure why it's throwing errors here. It's kind of weird. So let me see here. Let me look on I'm looking on Open Router real quick. I want to take a look at, what is it? Let me look at some of the Gemini models. Gemini. Okay, I'm just curious. Yeah, we might need to use some of those Gemini models at some point, but for right now, we are good. Where the heck did my stream go? I got it saved somewhere. Hold on, just let me pop this up on my screen. Alright, cool. Got my stream back. Awesome. Alright, yeah, so let's see if this saved a file in our folder or not. Creator styles, brainstorm. Alright, nice. Do you use Gemini a lot, or the Google AI Studio, or are you just talking about as far as like getting information off Google or YouTube or whatever? Because I think that's about the only use case that I've seen for the most part. Actually, no, I lied. The new SVGs that you can create or whatever, the animated SVGs were actually pretty freaking cool. I saw somebody using it the other day for that. Alright, sound effect library. What is the logic of how the tool clips? So I'm not really exactly sure yet, and we haven't really broken that down too much. What I'm trying to do right now is just gather all the features that I'm going to be putting on this, and then I'm going to add them in, and I'm going to work on them one by one. But right now I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, the ideation process, I guess, of all the different things that I'm going to add to the tool. Because right now the clipping process actually definitely needs an overhaul because we haven't worked on it too much. But like here for example, this might explain a little bit more though. Actually, I did add in one feature where, yeah. So the logic of how the clipping tool works right now, I guess, is we have like your niche and it has presets, and I haven't worked on this in depth. But let's say for this, it's like tutorial and educational. Like that's what I'm primarily posting on the channel. Then it has the presets of what moments to look for. So, I mean, essentially, if you want a custom one, the custom one's included. So you can put in whatever you want, and then it will search for those moments. But there's an issue with the tool right now. And I haven't went through thorough testing, so it could literally be the one video that I am testing it on. But when it clips the videos, and maybe this was intentional by the app, I'm not sure why, maybe to create like a loop in the video, but it cuts off like the end of the video. And I don't know, I personally think it should extend the videos a little bit longer. So I'm probably going to add in some sort of functionality where we can adjust that a bit. But right now I'm focused on um, adding some things into the tool and ideating it. Yeah, thanks, man. I thought it was pretty cool. And I don't know if you were here for the beginning either, but right now this is also local. I'm probably going to make it cloud based in the future. This was just a tool that I was going to release for myself at first, but then I was like, why don't I release it to some other people too? Just because it would help me with my workflow. Um, yes, there probably is tools like this. But I'm gonna add my own little spin on it. I'm not sure what my spin is gonna be exactly, quite yet, but we're definitely gonna get something out here, with my own spin on it for sure. Because I mean, there's gonna be tools for everything nowadays. With vibe coding, anybody can make an app now. Um, so essentially, the future is just putting your own, you know, your own thing on it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the exact words here because it wouldn't be branding. Um, I mean, it kind of is branding, but I don't know. Obviously, you want something that's better than everybody else. You want some sort of feature that's different than everybody else. So we're definitely going to add in something. I'm just not sure what that is yet. And there's probably going to be a couple somethings. So we're at the very, very beginning of developing this. And I'm also possibly thinking about making like an all-in-one tool where it's, you know, um, building stuff, anything video related, from the ideation process, the thumbnail process, pretty much everything. I don't know, but we're gonna work on the video portion first because this already has a ton of stuff that we can throw into it. So, but yeah, if you have any ideas, man, feel free to toss them in my direction because, like I said, there's a ton of stuff here, and every little bit helps. Every bit. So, two heads is better than one. Right now, three people on the stream, three heads is better than one. And I'm not sure why my Windows does this either. It makes all those things really small. Alright, so let's start small. Let's start adding some of this stuff in. Maybe we should even only add it into the UI, but I might forget about it. Um, the other thing I think I implemented was a change log. That's good. I might actually want to implement the change log into the tool itself. I think that would be really helpful. So let me do that right now. New task. I want you to implement the change log into the tool itself. So every time that I open it and update it, I can click a button in the tool and see all the changes from previous updates. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to send this over, see what this does, and maybe next time we'll try out this enhanced prompt, next time we come up with something good. Because I wonder what that does. I just started using Kilo Code. I was going to use Claude Code as the harness for this model, but I ended up just using Kilo Code because it was a lot easier. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're building a new tool for content creators, video editors, whatever you name it. Actually, I just thought of an idea for another tool too. Yeah. Alright. But we're building a tool for content creators to help you kind of clip up any of your videos, live streams, videos, turn them into shorts. I also potentially want to make it so that way you can clip up your videos into long form videos as well for the live streams. I don't know if anybody does that. Somebody might. But yeah, we're just at the beginning stages of this, working on this, so we're trying to figure everything out. I think it should be good though. Alright, da 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 da. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Still working on this. The thing that I really like about this model, man, is I find it to be pretty much on par with Claude from my testing, I think. Um, and it's really fast. So let's go ahead and check this, see if it, as long as we're in the right version here. Yeah, so the model that I'm using right now is API based. The tool itself that we're building is local right now. But in the future, we're gonna make this. I don't know. Actually, we could make this local. It'd be a little heavy on some people's machines, but maybe that could be a selling point. I don't know. I gotta think some things through further on how we're gonna do that. But I was planning on making it cloud based later on. What do you think? Maybe we'll do the voting system. If you were to use this tool, would you want it to be local or would you want it to be cloud based? Because everybody has different reasons for why they want things the way they want it. Some people want privacy and security, and other people just want to know that speed is there. Like some people invest in really expensive equipment. I'm not sure that actually added in. Oh, yes, it did. Okay. I want that to be more clear though, because that's not that clear right now. I want this to be more clear to the user. Right now, I know that I can click on the version in the bottom left and bring this up, but how can we build this in a way without being too distracting but still letting other people know that it's there? Alright, let's see what happens when we click enhance prompt. I don't know if this is going to use credits from OpenRouter or what. Yeah, do you know if that uses credits or not? Like I said, I just started using Kilo. I know it's a pretty popular one, Kilo Code. Alright, whatever. Let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, this breaks a little bit and we just go back to the previous version. Not a big deal. Alright, let's run it. Run it, run it, run it. Claude, Kairos. Let's see what this is. Okay, so that's something for the future. Alright, run, run, run. I might try to, after I get off stream tonight, I'm not sure or not, so don't quote me on this 100%. But maybe I'll try and throw this on the Claude Harness, this research preview version, so that way we can boot up multiple windows at once and run multiple agents at the same time. Alright, let's see what this did. If it made it a little bit more promising for us. Alright, boom, this model. Oh, wait, we don't even need to test that. I keep thinking we do. Okay, so it added in this little button here. I guess that's not bad, and we can always tweak it in the future. Like, I'm not gonna work too much on the UI right now, but this will be super helpful to know. But the other thing is, I think it should be updating. Also, it's not accurate with the time, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm not sure where this thing is getting the time from, but let's see. This should be updating every time we make a new update, no matter how small of a change. It can even say something like bug fixes or security fixes, something like that. So, boom. Oh, I wonder if that was even the, I think it was. Feel free to pop your head in the chat, guys. Come say hi. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you're a vibe coder, DaVinci Resolver, video editor. Let me know what's going on. We're building loads and loads of tools for DaVinci Resolvers, content creators, lots of stuff. Lots of cool stuff in the works. It's going to be a very exciting year. have all the fun myself. I want you guys to have some fun with this too. So let me know if you guys have any questions or need help with anything. I'm here on stream now. I'll help you for whatever I can. And yeah. Let's see. See if that worked. Loading up, loading up, loading up, loading up. I'm actually getting pretty excited for a stream on Friday that I'm going to be doing. Because I just partnered up with somebody and I'm pretty pumped to get started showing off that, because I think they're building some really cool stuff. I'm not sure if I'm able to talk about it yet, so I'm not going to say much, but I am excited for Friday. Yeah, I'm noticing that these times are not really accurate, and that is a feature. We're going to be building on this a lot, so I do want that to be up to date. I want you to update times in the change log accurately. It doesn't necessarily need to be this way on release, but for right now, I want to know for my own personal thing of working on this tool. I want you to update the times in the change log accurately. Right now, the last change I made was at 7:28 p.m. EST, and the tool is telling me 7:30 p.m. This may not look like a big change to the user, but staying on top of everything and how many files you tend to be working with on a lot of these projects, it tends to get really overwhelming really fast, so you want to kind of know what the hell is going on. And now I want to run a test fix. I'm not really doing anything to make sure that you have fixed the issue. Alright, bum, 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 bum. I think it said it's 7:34, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I read 7:34 somewhere. Delegating work. That's what I'm doing right now too. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I'm literally on like 99% of my Claude usage. I should get that back tomorrow as well. Yeah. So resets in 17 hours, 24 minutes. I mean, honestly, I don't even know that we need Claude now, because I don't know, man. This Alibaba Qwen 3.6 is performing really well. Though the one thing I did see is it only had a context of like maybe 32,000 output or something like that, I think. Which I'm not sure what Claude has for that, so a little interesting. Alright, I think that's probably about accurate, so yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll fix that clipping problem because right now, when I clip stuff, it doesn't necessarily, it cuts off certain things at the end. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. New task. I want to work on the clipping functionality in this tool. Let's see what else. I want to work on the clipping functionality in this tool. It tends to cut off. Yo, A1, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Always, always, dude. How you doing? Dun, dun, dun. I've been good, dude. I've been good. Chilling. Working on a project. I think... I don't know if I showed you this tool yet. I don't think I showed you this tool yet. It tends to cut off the ends of the clip. We got some things pretty much ready for launch. We're gonna start cooking on that stuff pretty soon. I'm implementing one last thing, I think, into our previous tool, and then maybe we'll release it. I want to work on the clipping functionality in this tool. It tends to cut off the ends of the clips. I want to brainstorm this first before making any changes. So this is really important. We're gonna ask it, or what is plan mode? Disallows all edit tools. Alright, we'll try plan mode. I don't know if we can switch to whatever after. I was low-key gonna fall asleep. Then, like, my spidey senses kicked in and was like, I should check if you're live and pop in to say hi. Oh, dude. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, you got it right on the money, man. Your spidey senses were definitely tingling. That's great, dude. Alright, let's see what this thing comes up with. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Let this thing work its magic. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I forget what I said. I want work on the clipping functionality in this tool. It tends to cut off the ends of clips. Okay. Right. Can I add in additional input in this tool? Yes, I can. Okay. So it works just like Claude. Cool. Yeah, so I have paid for it. So, right now, I'd say Claude is the best in terms of pretty much anything for the most part. Other than gathering data off YouTube or stuff like that, Gemini is going to be your best bet for that. Google's APIs and stuff. But the one I'm using right now is actually in preview right now. If you don't mind sending some of your data to China, Qwen 3.6 Plus preview. This one's really good, and it's basically free. And when I say basically free, I'll show you what I mean here. I was messing around with this thing for quite a while last night. Definitely a couple hours. And you can see we've spent literally like 4 cents. I mean, it's free for like 10 prompts, but you're not going to get much out of that. But we've spent 4 cents to run this model, which is really good. And it's basically just as good as Claude and GPT and all the other ones, in my opinion. And it's very fast too. Yeah. Just have to do that as a little disclaimer because, next thing you know, you go sign up for it and so some shit happens, bro. Nope, you already know about it. Rob told me that you're gonna be sending some of your data to China. It's all documented here on stream. Oh, Rob told me I could use this one and wouldn't send my data anywhere. Not that anybody would ever do that, but yeah. No, but it really is true, man. Like, they're going to use your data to create, like, the future version of the tool. So anything that you put into, like, that you're actually prompting the AI to do, they're going to use that to build out better stuff for their new tool, for their new model. What type of content do you clip most often? So the thing is, I want to build this for other people as well. I don't know if I can answer any of these questions if I can only answer them here. Oh, type your own answer. Okay. So I'm building this tool for a lot of different content creators, editors, business owners, you name it, to make their videos engaging with graphics and different things like this very quickly. So there is not really one specific niche as there is many. But I do want to stick to the most common categories that you see for now. Alright, let's see if that's good enough response for that. Roughly how much of the clip end gets cut off. I deleted the clips already, so I think it's like 1 to 2 seconds, but I'm not exactly sure. Which approach do you prefer for fixing this? Da 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 da. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. Automatically edits videos for you because you see, I'm building this actually really, it was a solution for my own problems, but I know it can help out more people. So realistically, I'm putting on a lot of these live streams, and I don't always have time to make my own content outside of these live streams. So what I want to do is have this tool cut up a bunch of my live streams and put that as shorts on the channel or even videos on the channel, depending on how we make this tool. And, basically we'll be free, unlimited marketing, which is really great. Because otherwise I got to do all the marketing myself, which is alright, but why do that when robots can do it for me? Faster, potentially better, or I don't know if I would say better, but do it to a high enough standard where we can get away with it and it's still really good promotion for no matter what you're doing. Because in the grand scheme of things, I think it's more important to put out more content than anything. Quality does matter, but I think more content is better. Fix buffer always. Which approach do you prefer for fixing this? And that's not just coming from me. Like, if you talk to a lot of really successful people that have done well in creating content as the backbone of their business, like think of somebody like Alex Hormozi, he'll just say you got to do more. You got to put out more content. So that's kind of the approach here. Which approach do you prefer for fixing this? Fixed buffer always adds X seconds to your clip end. Simple and let's see. Smart speech extension. Extend to next whisper speech segment. More natural. Both combined. I think both combined, honestly. Wait. We already answered this. What the hell's going on here? Alright, I guess we'll just do mixed content. 1 to 2 seconds, and we're going to do both combined. Alright, now it's going to take our answer. That is not very nice, my friend. Alright, this tool is amazing, man. Honestly, kind of a stretch, but I know you can do it. But the question is like, isn't it going to replace editors like yourself if the tool works great? So here's the thing. I don't think anything's going to really replace editors for a long while because there's still going to be a need for them, right? There's still going to be people that are seeking out things. This tool is only going to get capped out so much, at least for right now, with where we're at right now. this tool is only going to be capable of doing so much. Hold on, let me do this first, and then I'll. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yeah, so this tool is only going to be capable of so much. This tool is only going to be capable of where AI is at the current moment, which will get better over time. So maybe someday this will replace editors. Um, but for right now, a lot of people will still come to editors because maybe this doesn't reach the maybe these businesses are at a point where they are looking for higher quality to do some testing. Like a lot of different businesses will do different testing for this will work, and it won't be a one size all fits all solution for everybody. So um I think we can probably do it in this session. So I'm just gonna take the risk and do it here. I wonder if I don't have certain things allowed to do on the computer. Great point. So essentially, it's like an extension for the editor, yeah, to maximize productivity. I'm assuming. Yeah, essentially, an extension for the editor, extension for content creators, just anybody that's really making content in general. I know I have this facing at DaVinci Resolve in general right now. Maybe I should have changed the title. Um, Maybe I'll change the title actually. Um, Title of this video to make that more apparent. Vibe coding tools so you can edit faster. We'll just do that. We'll just keep it simple. Day 15, vibe coding tools so you can edit faster. Let me go back to the video. But yeah, this will, for any content creator, any business that's making content, this will be very helpful. Because oftentimes businesses, content creators, pretty much anybody, honestly, is very, very time constrained. So, and that's my biggest thing at the moment, too. Like, I only got 24 hours in the day, just like everybody else. So, like I said before, I don't really have time to make my own content. So, like, even if you were an editor and you were making content on YouTube, let's say, maybe you don't have time to work on your own videos either. You can come in here, use this as a marketing tool for your channel, um, and just cut down live streams or something like that, like I'm doing. Because I'm planning on just live streaming whatever I'm doing, um, at least for the near future or the semi distant future as well. Um, just whatever I'm working on for the day. And I do a lot of stuff outside the live stream as well. But, I've been pretty open to showing a lot of stuff other than my API keys, my private keys, like my passwords and stuff. So let's see what we got here. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, maybe I'm overcomplicating it. I just think it'll be helpful for content creators and editors. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, that's always the goal, right? Um, and like I said, it's basically a marketing machine. So more eyes on my content. I think you're hopefully right with that one. And I already got noticed by somebody recently with these streams because I'm starting up a partnership with them. I'm not sure how much information I can release, but I'm very excited to get started on Friday streaming with them soon, as long as we close this deal. Um, but yeah, going back to that previous point, though, I don't think anybody's going to get replaced by AI that soon. I mean, if you're really not good at what you do, I guess you could get replaced, but everybody's always going to want some sort of professional work done, and AI is just not entirely at the level that it needs to be quite yet. Oh shoot! Wait! Let me stop this. Let me stop this. Um, boop. That's great to hear, man. Manifesting this into reality. Yeah, couldn't be happier. Thank you, man. I'll be waiting for you two here, man. Maybe when you get your hands access on this tool, maybe we'll be seeing you blow up shortly as well. I'll be waiting for the YouTube channel. Because I really mean it, though. I really am trying to cheer for everybody in this. We can all come up together. There's enough of the pie for everybody to survive and enjoy life here. Dun, dun. Let me make that even more clear, actually. Edit videos faster. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that too. Always gonna keep things positive, man. Life can throw a lot of punches. It doesn't matter, bro. There's always something good coming in your future. You'll figure out the hows along the way, and you'll just wait for the when. A A lot of good times ahead of you. A lot of blessings, man. What is this? What is this? I also was saying earlier on in the stream, I might make this like an all-in-one thing for like thumbnails too, thumbnail design, ideation, um, because ideating can be a really tricky part as well. Looks like we hit our first error. Let's see. Did we ever... Wait, hold on. Oh, so I was just running this. I don't think I ever updated the version. Let me see what happens when I open this up. Let's see. Yeah, so maybe it never made that change yet. Did it make this change? Let's see. Boom. Let's see. Boom. Let's see what this says. So I spend a decent portion of the day working on this, depending on the day. Yeah, I work on this a lot, but I also brainstorm with some other people. I got a bunch of different groups that I talk with some other people, because I'm always looking for ideas, man. So Um, hope you're getting your vitamin D and whatnot. I myself need to catch some vitamin D, step out, touch some grass. Yeah, I really need to get out there and touch some grass, man. I've been doing good though. You know, I go through ups and downs in life. I go through seasons. Sometimes I'm a bit more active, other times I'm not as active. And then, I went for a walk the other day, so that was pretty good. Um, Gonna potentially start going to the gym pretty soon too. My daughter's getting older, so she wants to walk around a lot. So yeah, we'll definitely. I'm not sure we'll be getting our vitamin D in all the way that we need, but we'll be getting a little bit more vitamin D. Whereas if you go a couple years back, I'm just landlocked to my desk 24/7. But I do like to work a lot, so you know, It is what it is. You can't work 24/7 and walk around at the same time. And if you do figure that out, let me know. I mean, maybe it could in the future. At least not doing what I'm doing. Let me X this out. Let me check this. I want to make sure that my stream's coming up on how it's coming up here, if it's coming up on browse, or what it's coming up for people. Browse page. It's really unfortunate that the live stream watch hours does not count until we're off stream. Wish YouTube would change that. Add file. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, change this to tiny. See what happens when we turn on minimal. No, so when did you really get into video editing? Was it like when you were in high school, like you? No, so when I got into video editing, I had seen it probably for like I'd done like COD montages, different stuff like that in the past, but never really got into video editing. Um, in high school or college, I ended up building a Shopify store, and I became friends with somebody that was doing a lot of content creation and editing videos. And that was the first time that I really got introduced to video editing as a whole. With he was using Final Cut at the time, but so then fast forward a couple years, it wasn't actually until crypto that I got into video editing. I saw all these people making videos in crypto, and I would always be watching them. And I'm like, hey, I can do that too. So I started making videos, and little by little, we started documenting things, learning from things, and we got them pretty good, dude. We've got them pretty good at freaking editing videos, if I do say so myself. So, yeah, it just takes a lot of time, man. If you have people that already know the current skill set that you're trying to learn, it's good to take whatever you can from them and learn from them. Even if it means paying people to, like I've paid some people in the past to learn some things, like buy some courses or whatever. Whatever you got to do, really. I mean, obviously there's a lot of knowledge on the internet for free, but you can't always tap into everything there. So sometimes you got to pay, sometimes you don't. And yeah, either way, there's a lot of good information out there. You want to tap into other people's knowledge because, like, I've been editing for 3 years, And if you're just starting, for example, editing, you know, you're going to be at the complete beginning and you might not even know where to go because you're just opening up the editing software and you're going, what the hell's going on here? There's so many buttons all over the place and probably pretty overwhelming. So, whenever you can get advice from others that have already done it, you can kind of speed up that process. Like, yeah, DaVinci's the best. Boom, jump into DaVinci. All right, don't worry about these 2 things, these 3 things on the page. I know there's 50 items. Only focus on these 2. That's it. So you can speed up a lot of the things you're doing just by learning from other people. But yeah, that was my long rant of getting into video editing from crypto, I suppose. All right, let's do some brainstorming while we're working on this. We'll pop this into plan mode. And now let's see what we got in the tool. So a lot of this stuff is not coming through properly as well. So let's see. We got captions. We got hook text. I'm not really sure what hook text is. The AI added in a lot of these things. I'm not even sure that it actually zooms. So let's just do. Let me see. Auto graphics. I'm kind of afraid to. I wonder if I can start another instance of this. Hopefully this doesn't X out what I'm currently working on, because that would be a bummer. Alright, looks like we got some other people on here. Feel free, welcome to the stream, guys. Feel free to pop your head in the chat. Come say hi. Let me know what you're working on. We are building a tool for video editors, content creators. You know, the sky's pretty much limitless. Businesses, whatever, you name it. Anybody that needs to create some sort of content. This could be helpful for making different types of clips for them. We're making this a bit customizable, so it should be pretty cool. I might make this default to 2 for now in a minute, because I'm always clicking on 2. I want more than 1 clip just to test things out. Tiny. Let's see what we got in auto graphics. So we got visual first. Maybe I can make it so that way we can describe the graphics. I'm thinking about adding in an implementation where we can describe the graphics, like what we want for the video, and maybe we can make use of Remotions. Let me look this up. Edit dynamically. Remotion Studio, Remotion Player. Nah, dude. Never interrupting me. Always good to be talking with you, man. It was great catching up. Struggling to keep my eyes open right now. Get some sleep, man. I know you're still in school. You're gonna want to be rested for that, so that way you can focus tomorrow or whatever. Remotion players, you can embed your videos that are written in React, change them at runtime, connected to server side. Da 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 da. All right, so this is what I want to implement into the tool. Can we implement? Where is it? 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 What the heck is it, man? I don't even know where this thing is. Huh? Oh, okay, perfect. Alright, so let's see here as I got thrown off track a little bit. The editor starter, is that what that was called? Where the hell is it? Did I like click on a link or oh, it's this one, this one, this one, this one. Anyways, man, I don't. Oh yeah, by the way, you're amazing at storytelling. Know for a fact your daughter going to bed sound. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, have a good night, man. I appreciate that, brother. I need somebody to appreciate my talent here. Just kidding. Um, let's see here. So, Remotion Editor Starter. But what is this? Is it the studio? Is it the player? It's the studio. Okay. So we're gonna implement the studio in here. Maybe we can make use of the Remotion Studio feature where we can adjust some of these things after they're built in the video. That would be great. Think about adding an implementation where we can describe the graphics, like what we want for the video, and maybe we can make use of the Remotion Studio feature where we can adjust some things. Actually, these could be two separate things. I might just Hail Mary it and let it do its thing. Yeah, well, actually, I want to start up a new task, though, because we don't need to eat into context at all. There's no point to doing that. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. Back in a minute. Just gonna go take a leak. Alright, we're back, chat. ready to rock and roll. Let me see. Make sure OBS has still got me. This seems to go down too far. Something's going on here. So we might have reached a problem. Let me make sure my mic's moving too. Yeah, it looks like my mic's moving. Alright, I think we're gonna add in both. Both. But the only problem is I can't see the bottom of this window. Bro, I need to select it. This is gonna be tricky, man. I'm gonna try and slap that submit button. It's not working though. Did this finish though? Okay, this finished. Let's take a look at the video real quick that I made. Does like this weird glitch thing. Alright, cool. That's much better than what it was before because this was completely broken, so that's a lot better. I'm happy to see that. Now we need to figure out if there's a way to, like, expand this window. Right now I'm really wishing that I had, like, one of those, Windows monitors that's, like, super tall. Oh shoot, can I run multiple kilos at the same time? Maybe I can run multiple kilos at the same time, that's sweet. I guess I didn't even try to do that, so... Video graphics description and remotion. Considering next steps. So you asked me a question and I'm running this in Visual Studio Code, and the question went off the screen. How am I supposed to submit it? Maybe there's a way to do it in like the down here in the console or something. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Settings. Maybe if I change the font size down a little bit. No, that only changes the that's a real struggle here. Oh, this is fire, dude. Yeah, I think I can. I still haven't tested out that functionality of using multiple agents at the same time. I think you can do it with this. I didn't even realize. Agent behavior. Definitely gonna install Figma. No, we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. Alright, same thing. Oh, this is queued. So, oh no, we can't. We can't run multiple agents at the same time. Why is this still queued though? I don't understand. Oh, really? There's a YouTube subtitles thing. Downloads and extract video subtitles using YouTube. Okay. Oh, okay. Raygun, Puppeteer will install. Figma dev mode. Oh, you know what? I should be installing these on a global level though. So let me remove that. Figma. Where is it? This is going to be useful for another project. Global. GitHub. Okay, you need a API key. Alright, I'm looking for stuff that does not need an API key. I assumed that needed an API key. Playwright. Alright, let's see. Let's see. So let me. I don't know why. What's in the work tree? Is that like. Um. What is running right now? Agent manager. Marketplace. Yeah, I mean, what is running, bro? I don't think there's anything running. Let me see where my prompt is. Let me do this. We'll restart it again. Maybe it's just a bug. I don't know how to look at the processes on there. It still says queued, bro. What the hell? Alright, this is working. That chat was just bugged, bro. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Alright, let me look at my phone here. See what we got going on. Alright, see if there's anything new here. Alright, I'm just going to work on something in the background, or maybe not quite yet. Alright, this is going now, and it's actually letting us scroll. Okay, thank goodness. It was not working before. Alright. How would you like the graphics description feature to work? Temps prompt field in GUI, add a text box in the GUI where you type that graphics you want. Yeah, we'll do. Ooh, but I kind of like preset graphic templates too. I don't know. We'll go with this to start. We can always add the other thing on later. Launch Studio from the GUI button. Add a preview in Studio button that starts Remotion Studio with current clips, props loaded. Studio as default. Workflow. Looks like my mouse is about to die. Let me plug that in real quick. Got this right here. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to pop your head in the chat. Come say hi. Let me know what you're working on. Props, file export. Export a props JSON file you can manually load into Studio for tweaking separate from pipeline. Interesting. What do you recommend? Boom. Dude. I don't know why this bugs out. Doesn't make any sense. I literally have to fill this out twice every time. So weird, bro. Unless... No. Yeah, it just makes me fill it out twice every time. Alright, cool. I see 3 likes on the poll and 3 likes on the video, which is good to see. Awesome, awesome. The end of the GPU era. 1-bit LMs are here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shooting a quick text real quick. Alright. Let's see what this thing is booting up here. I want to get Claude code going in the background as well. I want to check our usage here real quick. I know we haven't... Maybe it was using a different model yesterday. Oh, that's what it was. It was spending money on other models, so it wasn't even using the Qwen 3.6 preview. Oh, I didn't even realize that. So I've spent less than 4 cents on other models. And it makes sense. That doesn't make as much sense, actually. That Claude was not that expensive. I must have not used it that much. I guess it's Haiku, so cheaper. Yeah, so I want to start using actually we need OpenRouter, don't we? So I'll bring that back. OpenRouter, explore models, and let's go to here. I forget where I accessed it yesterday. I guess this is completely free. I've been telling people that I spent 4 cents on it already, so it actually is free. Alright. To everybody that I told it wasn't free, I'm sorry. Number 3 in programming, guys. Number 3. That's what I'm saying. number 3 in programming, dude. Actually crazy. In my opinion, it is number 3 in programming.
I'm just gonna put her in the bathroom.
Alright, you get my text?
Yeah, put her in the bathroom to drink milk
Okay.
and go to bed.
Okay. Alright, number 2 on what languages? Programming. Bro, it said it was number 3. They're lying. They're lying. It was here. Grok is better at programming than Sonnet? Jeez, dude. In Python, at least. Damn. How to set up Open Router to run in Claude instead of Claude. Integration with Claude Code. Why use Open Router with Claude Code? Yeah. Alright, let's see how this is coming along while we're working on this. Okay. I think we tried split screening this yesterday and it didn't work. So, not gonna do that. We have Claude Code connected to Open Router. So, I'm almost positive we already did this. What? Let me run it in PowerShell, see what we got. D CD. Alright, oh yeah, that was on my C drive. I don't know why I did that. Claude. Yep, I trust it. Wix MCP to the rescue here. PowerShell. Yeah, I mean, how do I adjust the Claude variables here? By the time we end up figuring this out, the stream could be over. I know this was very complicated yesterday. Bit hard to figure out. Codex, CLI, all this other stuff. Instead of logging in with Anthropic directly, connect Claude Code to Open Router. So what is this in? It's in the shell profile. Can we bring up, open your shell profile in Nano? Oh. You know what? Is this, what does this do? Let me see what happens when I just copy this command into Claude Code. Auth conflict, both tokens, trying to use Cloud AI, unset the Anthropic API key environmentally variable, or Claude logout, then say no. Slash logout. Sign out of your Anthropic account. Does it go right back in though? Alright. Let's go ahead. Let's check the progress. I don't need that sharing my freaking API key on stream, bastard. At least it included the dots in there, so I guess that's not the exact API key. Hopefully. So let's see real quick. We got an update to this one. So let's check out this first before we even go forward. Boom, boom, boom. Should close everything out. Setup. Working on this. 2L. Alright. Let's see. Did it add it in here? So if it added it in here, it didn't log it. So let me make sure, because it either didn't add it in here or it's not logging stuff, which is also important because we need to keep track of what's going on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Did I close out of Visual Studio Code? I must have accidentally closed out of it. Unless it's somewhere hidden on this bar. Alright, no problem. Boot this back up. Kilo code. Okay, show a stat. Yep. Oh, here it is. But the only thing is, I want you to keep logging all the changes and new features. And you keep forgetting this. Is there a way to set this up where you will not forget to add this to the change log when we switch to different conversations? See what happens. Alright, because it's not keeping track of the changelog right now in this tool that we're creating. We're making a new tool. We got some other stuff in the works that's pretty much ready to ship, so we're going to be shipping that very soon. Still working on a change in the Figma plugin, but should have that fixed up pretty soon. Lots of exciting stuff coming in the future. date today? What is it, Wednesday? What is this stuff down here? Open remote window, clip not found. Alright, so it's making an agents.md file right now. I'm not really sure why. Let me get back to setting up this open router thing, so let me just put that in the background real quick. Use this for your base URL, use open router, API key for Anthropic, auth token. Oh, I wonder if this is the words here. Hold on. Third-party platform. Cloud Code supports set the required environment variables and restart Cloud Code. How do I set environment variables in Cloud Code? Yes, this is great and all, but I'm trying to figure out how to access these variables. So that way I can open up multiple instances of Cloud Code at the same time. No, this isn't it. Alright, if anybody in the chat knows how to set up Cloud Code environment variables, let me know. So that's what I'm working on doing right now. Let's see. Let me see. What did we have in here? Still working. Well, that's working. We're building this tool right here. Alright, doesn't look like we have anything in the YouTube chat yet. Feel free to pop your head in, come say hi. Let me know what's up, what you're working on. Oh shit. You know what? We're gonna do it because we can get more Claude usage tomorrow. I'm trying to set up, or even before we do that, since we're so low on usage, let me look at the settings, see if there's any files in here. Account, privacy, probably not under that. Patient metadata, didn't even know I had that on. Usage, capabilities. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's popping up here. I'm looking for the... Wait a second. Maybe it's in this instruction manual, honestly. It might go through the workflow of this. I'm trying to run multiple agents at the same time. Because I always use the Claude desktop app, but I never use Claude in the terminal. I want to set up Claude for a third party platform like OpenRouter, but it wants me to adjust the environment variables in my shell profile. Right, that's what it said? Yeah, to your shell profile. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna boot this up. I might even, I don't know, how much tokens does Haiku use? I'm not really sure, so I guess we'll go with Sonnet. I think it's cheaper, but we'll still go with this. How do I find this? That's what I should have typed. Shit. Damn it. Damn. I should have typed that in. Fuck. %75% of my weekly limit. No, I've used 99%, man. We've used a lot more than 75. How do I find this? This should probably understand what this says, even though that's not proper grammatically. Find your shell, open a terminal, and run shell. Okay. I probably got to do this off screen too because I'm not sure. We'll check this out first so that way we can boot that up with something before we get started. Alright. So hopefully next stream, if I'm able to solve this tonight, we can get cooking up with multiple agents next stream. That'd be pretty cool. Hopefully we're able to do it that this Quen preview is still out because I really do like it a lot. It's obviously free, which is great. And then it's pretty much on par with Claude and shit, too. I don't know, we're gonna say something random. I want you to source a picture of a giraffe off Google Images and make it fly across the screen as an animation back and forth. Alright, let's go ahead and go with that. I'm not sure how they implemented this, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to hit generate queues or if I'm supposed to run in the pipeline. Let's see what happens. I'll also run this in the pipeline at the same time if we can. We might get an error. Educational. Oh, right. We don't even have a file, dude. We don't even have a file, my guy. So, I'm not sure that that's going to even work. We'll just do that again. See what happens with these new features.
It's my last 18 minutes.
we got that. Got Remotion Studio booting up, so that's cool. Let's 5 queues ready. Let's go ahead and run the pipeline. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for tonight. You might get to see this new feature next time. As usual, if you want any of these tools, feel free to pop on my website. It's in the description. A lot of these tools are going to be live on my site at some point. This one might get its own dedicated site. I'm not sure yet. We're in the process of figuring that out. But anyways, yep, that's that. And if you want to work with me, if you need help in editing videos, or you want all your videos done for you, that's also on the site. You can check me out right there down below in the description. Alright, that's all for now, guys. Peace.